medical supply. Billions of dollars have been sent to Haiti thus far.
Okay.
Where is the accountability?
Okay. So far, I think the amount of money that Haiti that has been pledged is about like $9.9 billion should allocate in order to help. But Mr. With all my respect for the President of the United States, Mr. Obama, I remember, called the USAID in order to lead the U.S. aid toward Haiti. But I'm just gonna read just a quote in order to make you understand who's leading. With your permission. Okay. Together with the Department of State and other U.S. agencies, we are developing a U.S. government strategy for Haiti that will guide our implementation of reconstruction programs. This quote means the lead of the aid in Haiti, the biggest donor, the biggest country that gave much of the aid, you have the United States, number one, and you have the other donors. So the aid has been distributed and coordinated by, who do you think?
The U.S. government.
The U.S. government. This is it.
I don't
It's
agree.
neoliberal.
I don't agree, actually. So the comment that the president made, the United States government has created a U.S. government strategy. It's called the USG Strategy for Post-Earthquake Haiti. It is a strategy that's, there are about 4 pillars into the strategy that speaks specifically about the areas that the United States will that will give money to assist in the rebuilding of this country. The United States is not the only donor. Canada is a big donor in Haiti. Spain is a big donor as well. So the international, Brazil, these countries have all put in money into various funds. The Haitian government, after the earthquake, created the Interim Commission. The Interim Commission's mandate is to coordinate the process of these funds coming into the country and the development and under the reconstruction strategy for Haiti. Now, there are problems with the IHRC. There are a lot of problems with it. It has an 18-month mandate, which will run out short in October, I think. The Haitian people felt that it's somewhat illegitimate because it was kind of created immediately after the earthquake by the current president in Haiti. And so there are some concerns about the IHRC. But here's the reality. Without creating the international community with former President Clinton, with Haiti's history, and you mentioned corruption, there was a fact that there needed to be some kind of mechanism in place to mobilize $9 billion of pledged money. And no one in this room will expect taxpayer dollars and other countries to just send money. Nobody, because we would want to know about accountability. So the IHRC is charged with this mandate. Yes, the United States has these pillars that speak about, and the pillars are just kind of to get you to thinking about what is going on in the reconstruction process. But it's infrastructure and energy, which is about rebuilding. It's health. It's democracy and governance. The democracy and governance piece is to work with the government to build their own capacity. Because again, we're back to this question of sustainability. When aid is done, will we have a country left that can sustain itself? So the United States government and other donors have to build in some mechanism to kind of be accountable for what happens to this money when it's sent. Everybody in this room will expect that. Now, the IHRC is charged with leading the overall process of coordination. But because of the fact that they have some drawbacks, it is called into question the legitimacy. However, what is expected to happen now, and maybe this is too optimistic, but it is what is coming down the road, is that there will be this new government in Haiti, and again, this new government, the United States government has indicated in their strategy that they will not circumvent the government of Haiti, and they have acknowledged that they have circumvented the government of Haiti in the past. And we're saying that it is expected that this will not be the new way for reconstruction. And the purpose of the money, of some of the reconstruction money, is to build the capacity of the Haitian state, because Haitians have to lead their own development. So I don't necessarily agree that it's being led by the United States. I think that there's other countries in the international environment that's looking at it, but they do also want to protect the money that they invest in Haiti. I would acknowledge that.
Okay. I would say from this commission, you mentioned the commission that is formed by the Prime Minister of Haiti and the former President Clinton. In a news from BBC, I read, on the internet I was surfing and I found this information. It is when it get into the way that his voice, I mean the Prime Minister, in order to give his contribution in the recovery, in the plan like the aid, and he mentioned is being ignored. How do you understand that? Huh? It's being ignored. So it's like there should be a balance in this commission. It's the United States and Haiti. So it is why I read this quote. It's not. I understand the accountability of the let's say with the money, but it would be worse if that money has been spent and in the future the condition of Haiti getting worse. I'm talking about the history of Haiti, a part of it, because you've been, like the international community, you've been helping Haiti for a long time. Money has been given. What is the change? Why the situation, instead of getting better, is getting worse and worse? So the process, it's not you giving to me, but it's better you teach me how I can get how I can survive. So in this committee, I think it would be better if the process could go along with the Haitian really integrate into that. I understand the part of the corruption. I don't mean the money. You don't care about your money and give your money and your money you don't. No, I don't mean that. What I meant with that money should be allocated in a way that the government should participate as well, but it's not me being ignored. It's like you put me in a situation to be dependable for, let's say, the rest of my life. You know? So this is the point I would like to make.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I don't think that is it's not exclusive of what's going on. I don't think that at all. As a matter of fact, the reality is that Haiti currently has no government right now. Haiti is just going through an election right now. This commission was a temporary, interim, provisional situation to deal with the influx of billions of dollars. I did read the quote by Monsieur Bellarif. And I know, as a matter of fact, I think he said something like, the NGOs have all the money. We don't know where the money's going. He did talk a lot about all this. I'm not saying that this is not, I'm not saying no, but I do want to make sure that people in the audience understand that there was a moment of making something provisional happen, because without it, there would not have been $9 billion going to Haiti. That's a fact. However, now that there is the real objective, the United States government is really looking at creating, to ensure that this election that took place on March 16th,
On March,
the
March 20th.
March 20th, on the runoff election, that it's legitimate, that people believe it to be credible, and that this is going to be the government that will take this country forward. And that's what is believed. And the commission will not be the government of Haiti for after the mandate runs out. It is perhaps going to be renewed, but at this time we don't know. So after October, technically, the IHRC should have no more mandate, and the Haitian government will be the leader, take the leadership reins in their country. And I just feel like it's important to make it clear that that what you talked about, which is really accurate about capacity. I mean, you all hear this word, this term, capacity building all the time. And the question is, what exactly does that mean? What does it look like? It means that aid can be used effectively if you teach people in the country to do the work of running their country, to build institutions, to have justice reform so that the courts can work, so that citizens have an active participation in their government, and also that citizens hold their government accountable. And when their government's not accountable, to get rid of their government, essentially. I mean, that's how aid can be used. So it's not only about giving money for food or giving money for water and sanitation. It's about teaching people that they have to govern themselves. And I'm saying that right now, this is a very important moment for Haiti, that their new government, hopefully, will be a government. I mean, because that's the best that we can do, is to have an election and to go through the process. So I just wanted to say that.
So I think at this point, what we would like to do is turn it over to the audience and have you please come up to this microphone and ask some of the questions that you may have for the panel. Yep, please.
First, I just want to say thank you for being here and speaking to us tonight. And I'm just wondering about this $9 billion sum, whether it has to be used in a certain amount of time or whether it's been put into Oxfam or USAID or any other kind of coffers to be used over an extended amount of time.
So, I'll go.
Yeah, you go.
The money, actually, this pledged, and I want to use the word pledged, $9 billion, okay? That's not the money that we've received. We, meaning the international community, not Oxfam. The way it's working is that it's over a period of time, 5 years to 10 years, 5 years immediately. They've gotten about there's about $3 billion in this first 5 years, but it's a 10-year process. The reconstruction is. The money is all over the place. It's coming from different governments. Some of it is going to be going into HRF, which is the Haiti Reconstruction Fund, which is a multi-donor trust fund, which a lot of countries put their money together and then they make a decision amongst the countries what to do. Then there's bilateral funding, which means, funding that goes from one government to an institution, like the World Bank, like the International Development Bank, like the United Nations. The money comes all, it's not an ordered way for the money. But right now, according to the Office of the Special Envoy, about 30% of that money, of the first $3 billion, has been allocated and disbursed. And there's a difference between pledged, allocated, dispersed. I mean, these words, we use it all interchangeably, but what it really means is that some of the money has been given and some of the money is yet to be given out. One of the reasons why some of the money is still not given out is because there is no government as yet, and a lot of countries are waiting to ensure that there's a mechanism for them to be able to figure where the money's going. So, for example, I could tell you specifically about the United States money. The United States has the United States gave about $1.1 billion in humanitarian aid, which is separate than development aid. So the money for humanitarian aid, that went to the immediate aftermath of the disaster. You know, water and food and medical supplies and doing all the things that we did immediately after the earthquake. That money is almost all gone. And so now we're moving from the humanitarian money to the relief, to the development money, which is a whole different pot of money. Now, this is the pot of money that you might have seen on the news when people were talking about senators putting holds on money for Haiti, and you heard all this on the news. It is about $1.1 billion that we allocated to Haiti. That was appropriated, and so it's done. It's our money that is going to go to Haiti. But this money is going to go in several ways. $200 million of that money is in debt relief, for example. So Haiti owed a lot of money to different international institutions. The United States government forgave debt, so that's how some of the money went. So the money may not necessarily be cash. Sometimes it's in debt forgiveness, but it's actually aid, if you think about it, right? Some of the money went into a multi-donor trust fund. So right now, where we stand in the United States, as far as our money is concerned, it's about $700 million that is left to be disbursed in Haiti. And I talked to a gentleman at the State Department about this, and he said to me, do you have any idea what it takes to mobilize $1 billion? It's not just writing a check for $1 billion. It goes to different institutions. Some of it will go to the UN, some will go to the IDB, some will go to the World Bank. It's some of it passes through our treasury. It's a very complex process for the United States. And so right now, in terms of money, where we stand right now, it's about $700 million US money left to be dispersed. And all of that is in the process of happening. And after I believe that after the election is certified and we know who's going to be the new president, you're going to start seeing a lot more of that money released. That is my thought. Did I answer your question? Okay.
I understand that some of the political and legal issues that play into the whole rubble removal topic are around land ownership and hazardous waste disposal. I'm wondering if you could tell us what role, if any, that NGOs can or should play in addressing these political and legal issues?
Okay. I think the NGOs should play the role of assist kind of assistant to the government, in the country. It's that intervene really deeply in the government affairs. What I meant from that, it is I read something about from the United State Peace Institute Peace, talking about Haiti, a republic of NGOs. So, well, a republic of NGOs, the way he described the republic of NGOs, it is like instead of the men services, men job the government should do, it is like the NGOs, the NGOs, they are doing that. And the NGOs, they are not the government. So because they are not the government, imagine the NGOs, they have, let's say, their project, they have time to work, and when they finish, they go. What's going to happen? So I believe their role should be much more an assistance in the process, but not like making not really take the role of the government. This is what I believe. This is how I understand it. Because taking the role of the government, it's not really sustainable.
No? Okay. Next question.
I heard you guys talk about how it's going to be up to Haitian to help rebuild Haiti after the NGO are gone. Now, why haven't the U.S. government or the State Department or any agency have actually taken into account the resources of the Haitian diaspora? And I'm talking from personal experience because I'm a joint dual candidate at Suffolk. I was a Motley Fellow over the summer. I went to plenty of meetings about Haiti. I raise issue after issue about get the Haitian diaspora really involved. Come to us and ask some of the Haitian elected officials to take part. I got to the point that I was told to keep my mouth shut. And again, I was born and raised in Haiti and came here when I was 13. So I can really say I'm bicultural because I go back and forth. So at the end of the day, what is gonna happen to the Haitian diaspora? When are you all gonna say, okay, you know what? Let's step aside, let's bring young, official Haitian that were born and raised in the US or that came here when they were younger, such as myself, who doesn't believe in corruption, who care about my country and not the money going into my pocket. And my second question is, from that $700 million, does that include the $250 million additional money that we're giving to Haiti when President Obama got additional funding for the war in Afghanistan?
You want to answer the diaspora question?
Yeah, I would like to take the part of the diaspora. The diaspora should not being ignored in their contribution and in their role in order to make the change in Haiti. Even if before the earthquake, many of Haitian people, they live on their remittances from the diaspora. And this diaspora, really, they want to help. They want to apply their expertise to contribute for the better of their, let's say, the relatives in Haiti, as you mentioned. So I believe the last part of the question, if you can reframe it for me, please, the last part of the diaspora question.
When is it that you, like, let's say, Oxfam or, you know, the United USAID or the UN, when are you actually gonna come to the Haitian diaspora and tell them, we're turning over to you, we're gonna give you, you know, let's say 2 months to come with a plan that we will carry out for you, or we will let you go in and implement it? Because at the end of the day, even though you believe that there's gonna be a proper path to Haiti after the election, if someone gets elected, you know, next week and they have an official person as the person in power, all you're doing is you're replacing the person at the head of the corruption. You're not replacing the root of the corruption. So let's not kid each other. At the end of the day, again, when are you gonna say, Haitian diaspora, we trust you, you come in and you take the lead? Like, because I think the biggest problem why the Haitian diaspora cannot do anything is because we don't have the support of the United Nations. I mean, the United Nations or the United States, because it's one thing to say something, it's another to actually help us go into Haiti and help, you know, do the change. That's,
okay.
There's no connection between what is being said in front of the camera and what is happening in the back room in Washington, D.C., or even, you know, in terms of the NGO.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna add 2 things more in for this issue in the diaspora. There's a conflicting part, which is down in Haiti. I'm talking about the when you take the parliament, you're talking about the laws stuff. So the law, the legislative law, like it's not double nationalities.
Yes.
Okay, you know about that.
Citizenship.
Okay, so there is a process with the